Hey fourthies, thank you for joining me at our math lesson. So please be sure you're on page 163. Okay, let me write it down. Page 163. I love teaching this part of math. Okay, and you'll see why. So let's recall some information we learned the other day, yesterday. If I'm going to make 1, right here, I need to make sure my fraction is improper. So that means either the top number is, bigger than the bottom number. I mean, either the numerator is bigger than the denominator, or my numerator and my denominator are the same. In this case, in order to make 1, my numerator and my denominator need to be the same. So here, my numerator will be 3 because 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Next, here, my numerator will be 6 because 6 divided by 6 equals 1. Same thing with, not same thing, but similar to C, 4/4 equals 1. 5/5 equals 1. 9/9 equals 1. 8/8 equals 1. All right? So, I'm going to skip number 2, and I'm going to go to number 3. Now this is where it gets confusing. Don't worry about it. Once I teach it, you'll find it very fun because I like teaching this. I would like teaching everything, but I like this part, especially when you get it, it's fun. So I'm going to grab a ruler. So hang tight. Let me just grab a ruler. Back. Okay, so here's my ruler. It's a one whole ruler, okay? Let's just pretend this is one object. Now here, take a look at number 3. It says 1 take away 3/5. 1 take away 3/5. Usually, if I say something like, let's see, let's go over like math for a second. If I say something like here, I've got 1, 2. Okay, let me use simple. I got 3 paper clips. All right, I'm gonna take away 1. I got 2. All right, easy. But what if I said, here's 1 paper clip, take away half of it? Take away half of it? How would you do that? Gotta cut it in half like this? Gotta bend it? What do you mean take away half? In this case, they're saying one whole thing, take away 3/5 of it. What? I don't understand how to do that. Let me show you. Here, okay, down, take a look at your book. Number 3A. And we're gonna do this at our Zoom meeting too, okay? I have one whole thing taking away 3/5. So I need to borrow, okay? Because I can't do, you notice how there's no fraction here? 0 take away 3/5. Well, I have to go next door and borrow, okay? So the 1 I cross out, and it's going to give me something. The 1 is going to give me some fraction. And since I know that 5/5, no, sorry, let me go back. I need to create a fraction that will equal 1, okay? And my fraction has to have the same denominator as this. Because if I make up any fraction, if I say something like, oh, let's say 6/6, or let's say 7/7, or 2 2s, I can't do that, right? Because if I borrow and I say, oh, okay, we can say 2 2s, that doesn't make sense because my denominators are different. They need to be the same. So what I'll do here is I'll borrow from the 1 and I'll make a fraction that's equal to 1 but also has the same denominator as the as the subtrahend. So I'm going to say 5/5. 5/5 does equal 1, and my denominator is the same as the 1 in the subtrahend. Okay? So I'll say 5/5 take away 3/5. I'm going to say this is called a butterfly because it's floating in the air, all right? These are the wings. These are butterfly wings. 5/5 take away 3/5 is 2/5 because it's the same denominator right here. And then I'm going to just subtract the numerators. 5 take away 3 equals 2. Now you're saying, this is mind-blowing, Ms. Severa. I still don't get it. Let's go on. Don't worry. Like I said, this is going to be fun once you understand. All right, B. We're on B. So, Again, I've got one whole number and I need to take away, there's no fraction here, all right? It's pretty empty, so I have to borrow. So the 1 becomes a 0, I cross it out, but I have to think of a fraction that's equal to 1, and the denominator will be the same as the 1 here. So I'm going to think of 8/8. 8/8, all right? 8/8, take away 3/8. Well, I know my denominator will be 8. 8 take away 3, the numerator is 8 take away 3 is 5. 5/8. Okay, that's good. Okay, C. Again, I need to borrow. There's no fraction here to help me. So I'm going to say, I'm going to borrow from the 1, and I need to create a fraction where if I divide, it gives me 1, and the numerator needs to be the same as, the denominator needs to be the same as the 1 in the subtrahend. So 7/7. 7/7 does equal 1, and the denominator is the same as the 1 in the subtrahend. So 7/7 take away 2/7 is 5/7. Do you see the pattern here? I'm just taking the denominator and I'm creating a new fraction based on that. So one more, D, and then I'll go over it at our Zoom meeting. Here, I have 5/6, so I'm going to take the denominator and just create a new fraction, but I have to subtract the 1. I have to borrow from the 1, so it's 6/6. 6/6 take away 5/6 is 1/6. That's it. Now you're probably wondering, wait a minute, Mr. Vera, why do they have all these equal signs? Don't worry about that. I'll show you why they're equal signs when we meet at our Zoom meeting. So we just did number 2, and we will definitely finish E through H at our Zoom meeting. You have seat work, but it's not a lot. Partly because I want you to focus on studying for like language and science and history and the spelling, because we have all these tests and assessments on Thursday and Friday. So here's your seat work. Number 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that's your seat work. Just 3 problems. All right, 7, 8, and 9. And again, we'll go over this material at our Zoom meeting. Thank you very much, Sporties, for being patient.